can't do this anymore.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about you lying to me.
Lying to you? What?
I've tried so hard to trust you. You've not been the same.
What? No, I am. I'm still me. What the?
I can't listen to another lie.
Amelia, wait. Amelia, please, let's just talk about this.
Hey, it's me. Look, I don't know what happened. If there's something I did, something I said, something I didn't say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. To be honest with you, I trust you more than I trust myself. The moment I met you, I knew that you were the only one who could fit my heart. Please come back to me. I am your husband, and I am yours. I am all yours. So please, come home. I love you.
I have a gift for you. You've always gotten me all the nice jewellery, so I thought I might gift you with one of your own.
Amelia. It's beautiful.
Happy anniversary, my love.
No. Amelia, please, wait. No. Why? Why did you do this?
we finish the case.
I'm doing this tonight. You're probably gonna start a fight. I know this can't be right. Hey, baby, come on. I loved you endlessly, and you weren't there for me. So now it's time to leave and make it alone. I know that I can't take no more. It ain't no lie.
Let's finish this wrong.
I wanna see you round that door, baby. Bye, 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 bye.
Why, hello there!
Jeffrey McMahon, I've heard rumors about you.
Oh, yes, have you? Specifically, what rumors are those?
I've heard rumors that you are a supposedly childlike, incompetent detective. And I don't know, it's only rumors, right? But
Yeah, but
it might be truthful, of course.
I don't know about that. I have mostly heard that I'm quite charming, and I am very, very intelligent. I am very, very clever. I can confirm that one. So I have can't think of words. Dude, isn't that hilarious? Hilarious. Move ahead. So I've devised this whole little meeting of ours just to ask a few questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Neither do I.
But what are you gonna learn from the Belfort Corporation?
Probably not gonna learn much, but
What makes you say
actually-
that, mister? What makes you say that? What, do you not think I can learn a few things about acting myself?
No.
Huh? Or,
If you want to learn more information on the Belfort Corporation, why don't you just look online? There's plenty
Yeah,
of resources, hubs, stuff like that.
but that wouldn't be the proper experience. Come on. You,
It's the truth, you know.
yeah, it's the truth, and it doesn't matter if you do it online or in person.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
So
doesn't
why would
matter.
it matter that I would have to look online? Why would that be?
Why would it matter that you would have to look online?
Yes, why would it matter? If he says that it wouldn't matter to be in person.
Perhaps maybe you'd realize the truth behind these crazy conspiracy theories. The Belfort Corporation website seeks further detail than I could ever say. It was made not just by me, but it was made by thousands of devoted employees.
Yes, your employees that you hired just to know your knowledge. So if anyone's gonna have anything that I want, it's you, sir.
What exactly do you want?
Can you tell me a little bit about Don Jeff?
Oh yeah, Don Jeff, the 2008 champion of the school. He was an incredible figure, but I do not know much of his current whereabouts or what he's doing as of right now.
Ah, intriguing. Have you had any interactions with him before in that year, 2008? Any interactions from before?
Before 2008?
Yes.
Well, he started at the academy all the way back in 2006, right? That's when I first met him as an individual, right? And he was definitely a very charismatic, clever person. He was one of the best there is, right? So, of course, I definitely had a little bit of a closer bond with him compared to other students, of course. But there was nothing too suspicious about it. I was very proud of his accomplishments and achievements.
Yes. And do you know exactly what his achievements were?
He was the best at everything. He could direct, he could do anything. We had to give him the best award possible. And I honestly think he was the best champion this school has ever seen. Ever.
And I've seen better people than him.
Who do you think is better than him? Because I honestly think he was one of the best. Anyways.
Well,
Honestly, that is not the point here.
The point here is for you to determine whether I'm a murderer or not, which I clearly am not a murderer. I have a
that's
business.
for him.
Yes.
I'm not a murderer. I have a company and corporation to run. I cannot be involved in any of
Companies
these.
that could be corrupted by you. All right. So we're just gonna keep that in that.
It can be corrupted by anybody,
Exactly.
including.
Including yourself.
Yes, but it can be corrupted by the employees, by the executives.
And
it
why
could
would they
be-
have the reason to do that? Why would they have the reason to be corrupting the company? Maybe it's because somebody may be doing something wrong with their company. Maybe they may be
You're
doing
saying
something.
I underpay my employees?
I'm saying that you could be doing worse than that.
Oh, like I'm murdering my.
Like what?
Oh, well, why not you tell me? What is your business experience with this man?
Very good. He's just a chill man.
You see, he can't even get the question right. Like he's trying to defend your character, not your relationship
Well,
in the business.
He is a loyal
Shut
employee.
up!
And why should we shut up? I'm here just to solve a case, and you're being defiant. You are being defensive about all of this. And,
Because
It
I
shouldn't
want
matter.
to. Oh my god.
oh, and why does it matter? Tell me, why does this not matter? Why does
This doesn't matter because, in the grand scheme of things, I am here to do one thing: run a company and make a goddamn profit.
a profit? Yes, a
Yes,
profit.
and the profit of scams.
Oh yes.
Did you calling me scamming people? I'm not scamming people. I'm providing stuff for the American population.
Oh yes, an American population. Right.
Yeah,
Now-
for scams and politics and all that.
This is
shit.
not involved with politics. We are a movie studio, for God's sake.
Oh yes, a movie studio that can literally create a full movie about politics. That is so an unreliable
That's called
defense.
creative resources.
No, it's not.
Please, just be quiet and shut your mouth.
Oh, and why
No.
should he be quiet? That is the question.
Because he is doing nothing to contribute with the damn conversation.
Shut.
Okay? He is doing nothing to contribute to this conversation except blatantly interrupt us.
And that doesn't matter if I interrupt or not.
Yes, it does. I am trying to solve this corporate issue, and you're trying to take his side. Guess who hired you and paid you? I did.
Don't mind me. Keep going.
Okay? I've tried everything to stick you up, but you are a sexist asshole.
And why should this matter?
Why should this matter? This is my final warning. This is your final warning.
And what are you going to do about it? Fire me?
I'm considering it. Now, back to you, Mr. McMahon. You wanted to hear stuff about,
Don Jeff, yes.
Don Jeff.
Yes, I want to
Yes,
hear
Don
stuff.
Jeff. Right. I'm willing to give it to you
Great.
for one term. And that is, you two have to please me in some way. You have to
Oh,
play
no, bloody hell, no. I'm not doing it for him. Yeah, bloody believe that we have to do a music performance.
Yeah, this is going to damage my damn reputation.
Your reputation is fine. You're a theater director, for Pete's sake. You're fine.
Well, will yours be fine?
You have an accent a bit. I was wondering about that. Where are you from?
South Africa?
South Africa. Why'd
Yeah.
you move here?
Because apartheid ended and I wanted it to continue here in the USA.
Oh, you bloody wanker. You a wanker. I hope you do bad in this performance. I really do. I
Thank
don't.
you.
I don't. Okay. Well, I'm gonna show you my business, my real my real Viking strength. I know the perfect song.
I've travelled this whole world of Oz from Barnsley to Peru. I've had sunstroke in the Arctic and a swim in Timbuktu. I've seen unicorns in Burma and a Yeti in Nepal. And I've danced with 10-foot pygmies in a Montezuma hall. I've met the King of China and the working Yorkshire miner, but I've never met a nice South African.
No, he's never met a nice South African. And it's not bloody surprising, man, 'cause we're a bunch of arrogant bastards who hate black people.
I once got served in Woolies after less than 4 weeks' wait. I had lunch with Rowan Atkinson when he paid and wasn't late. I know a public swimming bath where they don't piss in the pool. I know a guy who got a job straight after leaving school. I met a normal Merman and a fairly modest German, but I've never met a nice South African.
No, he's never met a nice South African. And that's not bloody surprising, man, 'cause we're a bunch of talentless murderers who smell like baboons.
I've had a close encounter of the 22nd kind. That's when an alien spaceship disappears up your behind. I've got directory inquiries after less than 40 rings. I've even heard a decent song by Paul McCartney's Wings. I've seen a flying pig in a quite convincing wig, but I've never met a nice South African.
No, he's never met a nice South African. And that's not bloody surprising, man, 'cause we're a bunch of ignorant love nuts with no sense of humour.
I've met the Loch Ness Monster and he looks like Fred Astaire. At the BBC in London he's the chief commissioner. I know a place in Glasgow which is bright with daffodillies. I met the man in Kathmandu who claimed to have 2 willies. I've had a nice pot noodle, but I've never had a poodle. And I've never met a nice South African.
No, he's never met a nice South African. And that's not bloody surprising, man, because we've never met one either. Except for Brighton back, and he's emigrated to Paris. Yes, he's got another South African. And he's hardly ever killed anyone. And he's not smelly at all, that's why they put him in.
Bravo, bravo. What an exceptional play made by talentless people. Anyways.
I'm Pat Grizzly, and this is the Belfort Times, where the facts never die.
This is Tracy LaFontaine with Belfort Action News, reporting live.
Our main story tonight, I am losing my mind. It started with 1, and now there are 6. Howard Morrison, Laurie Barrington, Arnold Darnold, Daniel Waldo, Professor Hiddlesworth, Officer Ronald McSwanold. A lot has happened since March. Here is the TLDR. So, this film director died.
Still, no one knows who killed Howard Morrison.
So, these guys became the detectives, but now they don't like each other because they argued a bunch.
Detective McMahon doesn't know what he's doing. Drake Blake threw a million meltdowns.
I mean, it is a little convenient that Detective McMahon is always at the crime scene, but I like these guys a lot.
Pat Grizzly continued to lie.
Shut up, Tracy! Shut up! Shut up! You're a hack! You're a hack! You're a hack! You're a hack!
Pat Grizzly is a moron.
They will solve the case! They each tried to get help from very unhelpful people!
Mayor Mark and Drake Blake went on vacation to Yellowstone.
And then McMahon got stuck with this madman who tried to clone people, cause fuck my life, I guess! And then he got killed by a demon who's just kinda like showing up and scaring people, I guess.
George Barrington acted really suspicious.
After Hiddlesworth got killed, Officer Ronald McSwanold got revealed to be a fake cop! He's a fraud! He's a hack! But he got murdered too.
Now, Drake Blake and Detective McMahon are missing. I'm glad they're missing.
Who killed Howard Morrison? Who will be next? Will it be me? Who cares? Find out on the next reports of Belfort Times, where the facts never die.
So I have a question. How am I going to be safe from Barrington when you take me to an open field where literally anyone could see me. Like, what about drones, man?
You do not understand, do you?
Just to recap here, I am literally running from an insane, deranged mayor. You pick me up in your car, and you say, come with me if you want to live. And then you're like, okay, then I'm gonna take you to a safe place. And the safe place you took me to is this? How does that work?
I'll show you how it works. Come with me.
Get over here. Yeah, I think I slipped into the creek.
Get over here, you stupid fool!
Why are you insulting me, okay? Like, I appreciate you saving my life, but I don't appreciate being disrespected like this, okay? Sir Callum Bridgeport, I mean, what's even your deal, dude?
Well, I am a British fencing instructor.
Well, first of all, I already knew that. Second of all, I don't think you sound British, man. I mean, you are the least British Brit since Britishing started Britaning.
How dare you insult my motherland?
Okay, sorry, Your Excellency, but you can tell, you should be able to tell at least, why I am confused here. Like, this, we're gonna hide in here? Like who, what is up with you? You have explained nothing to me. We were on a car ride, you have explained nothing. So please, explain stuff to me.
Silence!
Oh. What the hell was that for, dude?
Huh. Nobody gets to know my plans.
Then why the hell did you bring me here?
You need to control your anger. That's why.
And then what?
Then I will teach you the ways of the Norbos Ordo Seclorum.
What the hell is that?
Before I can answer that question, I must test your skills and swordsmanship.
Have I been catfished again?
Is that what it means?
You said he'd be here, Barrington.
But I'm here.
Bugger. Oh, you gotta be wanking, man.
I bet you're the begging type.
Oh, you think so? Yeah, well, you're a useless, impotent twat who's wasting my time. Thank you, good sir. Who are you?
They call me the champion. But you can call me Don Jeff.
I have heard numerous complaints from your female actors performing in your play. Could you care to explain that?
Yes, sir. All women are bitches.
That is false logic. You are trying to gaslight me, which simply does not work. Because women are not bitches. Women are women. Women exist in this world just like us men.
and women now just need to have sex with the men.
Not necessarily. Have you heard of a lesbian before?
Have you heard of a gay man before?
Yes, I have. Now, here's the thing. We live in a much more progressive society, right? And the term now in filmmaking is go woke or go broke. And unfortunately, if we keep you, we're gonna go broke. You are wasting us money, which is why I can proudly say you are fired. So, that's how it's gonna be. After everything I've done. You know, I absolutely despise you as an employee. I'm George Barrington. Now, I absolutely intolerant. I cannot tolerate being angry. But you have pushed me to greater ends. I absolutely want you to understand that I will do more than just fire you as an employee. I will fire everybody in the theater department because theater doesn't make a damn profit anymore. Okay.
Hey, babe. Are you free?
Hey, Luke. No, I'm on lunch break right now, but I decided I wasn't gonna go get any food, so I'm just hanging out at the soccer field still.
Did you see my Trotsky shirt?
Yeah, I saw you in the halls.
I know. I look very proletariat, don't I? What class do you have next?
Next, I have geography, so yeah. Maybe I'll see you?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll see you. May the force be with you. Catch you later, babe. Bye.
I was a teenage anarchist looking for revolution. I had the style, I had the ambition. Read all the authors, I knew the Russogans. There was a war, but the class war. I was ready to set the world on fire. I was a teenage anarchist looking for revolution. Do you remember when you were young and you wanted to set the world on fire? Do you remember when you were young and you wanted to set the world on fire? I was a teenage anarchist, but the politics are too convenient. In the depths of their humanity, all I saw was boundless ideology, with freedom as a doctrine. Guess who was the new authority? I was a teenage anarchist, but the politics are too convenient. Do you remember when you were young and you wanted to set the world on fire? Do you remember when you were young and you wanted to set the world on fire? When you were young and you wanted to set the world on fire. I was a teenage anarchist, but then the scene got too rigid. It was a mob mentality. They set their rifle sights on me. Narrow visions of autonomy. You want me to surrender my identity? I was a teenage anarchist. The revolution was a lie. Do you remember when you were young and you wanted to set the world on fire?
Ricky James. Do you know who you are? You are the embodiment of failure. Your mother should not have just gotten an abortion. She should have killed herself when she had you. You are the worst, most despicable human being that I do not want to just fire you. No, I need to rid you and your stupid family from this entire damn planet. Goodbye, Ricky. Ricky James! You want a lawyer? You're not gonna get a lawyer. You're cracked. Because I own the law. I own the law. And I own you, President.
Wait, I'll tell you about the Novus Orthocyclorum.
I've heard that before.
Salute.
All right.
Now show me what you're made of.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, sick and tired of playing games.
you can't do anything against me. And you know it. Get up. Are you gonna fall down that easily? Little snow?
All my life, I've been pushed around by people like you. People who won't tell me what's going. Oh, you're gonna laugh. Now you're gonna laugh. It's not funny anymore. People are dying. What is up with you? Who even are you?
About it.
This is the dumbest looking person. How are you so powerful?
What do you mean? I did nothing except stand here and you.
I mean, fair point.
Oh, that's Zion. No concentration. No effort. Just wanna rage.
Oh, what about this?
You just can't solve problems. Now that don't count as bad. Okay, no, that was sad. Now you know a man of your stature could never accomplish something like that.
Please, you fat, skinny, whatever freaking thing you are, just tell me what's going on. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Well, I'll teach you, you poor thing, but you have to learn history. You have to learn discipline. Don't you know that?
Oh, there you are, Mr. Smithens. I was wondering to ask you about the case of the van. Mr. Smithens? Mr. Smithens?
Ah! Detective Jake Slate?
Oh, it's actually Drake Blake. That's my name.
Yes, that's what I said. So, what are you bothering me with right now?
The case of the van, sir. That's what I'm here for.
Now, you see, Cake, I don't really think you're well equipped for this, this case that you say you can take.
Well, my name's not Cake.
I said I know very well what your name is. And to be honest, I do not appreciate the tone that you're taking with me.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all. I'm just
disrespectful.
I was just wondering for the case. For the
case.
university.
What case have you actually successfully taken here?
Well, that's why I'm training to be a detective.
Training. Yeah. Or like, what? Did you not get a full education? Did you fail high school? Did you fail college? Did you even go into college?
I'm in your college because that's why I'm asking you.
Oh, you're asking me.
You're my professor.
Well, let me tell you this. Being a detective is not about asking questions and getting the answer. It's about figuring out the answer. But it seems that you can't do that. You seem to be taking a lot of chicken nowadays, like 30 chickens a day.
Eat that much chicken.
You've gotten a lot of weight, and I'm pretty sure.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to lose weight.
You're trying to lose weight. You're trying to lose weight. There's no such thing as trying. There's a such thing as doing your job. And it seems to me that you can't do it right because it seems that you're a fat ass Your mother doesn't love you, your father doesn't love you, your family doesn't even know you exist.
Hey, please. Don't be so mean. Please.
That's part of the job, sir. And once you learn to realize that, you'll learn that what it takes to be a detective, which to me, it doesn't seem like you'll ever succeed in any case else. So why don't you get your little egghead out of here and leave me to my real work, where I, as a real detective, can do my job. The job that you have failed to do. Good day.
Feel free to take your jacket off, detective.
Thank you.
Welcome to my humble abode.
Much better place than mine.
I've heard of your rent troubles. A messy little place. I knew about Barrington. And I knew about the trap he set. And you think I can help you solve this case.
I did know that.
Oh, I know everything about you, detective. I have. For a long time.
Me? How? Why?
It doesn't matter how. But to answer your second question, it's because you're part of something a lot bigger than you could even comprehend.
I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself. I am here to investigate you. I can arrest you at any moment, at any time. You're a wanted criminal. Why should I trust you?
Arrest me? At any time? With what? A gun? A handcuff? You didn't even bring backup. Not to bring up that old cop friend of yours. My apologies, detective. Didn't mean to bring up bad memories.
You better watch the game you're playing.
My name's been ruined with slander and lies. They've been doing the same to you. Where are you going, detective?
I am not working with another wanker who is wasting my time.
McMahon, if you don't work with me, more people will die. I know you don't want any more blood on your hands. I'm not like any of those imbeciles you've encountered. I'm not Bridgeport. I'm not Hiddlesworth. I'm not even Blake. I know more knowledge than you can fit on a detective board. I know about the factories. I even know who killed Ron. If you want to beat this, just as I do, all you have to do is listen.
Where do we start?
All right, Ricky. You're gonna answer a little question for me. What is the Novus Ordo Seclorum?
A Novus Ordo Seclorum is a group full of high-ranking people in the entire planet.
Entire planet? He's bigger than the KKK. Well, I'm a high-ranking officer myself, a high-ranking businessman, one of the richest men in America. How come I'm not a part of it? Huh? Is it like some secret society? Oh, you have to be Aryan, huh? You have to not be a Jew. I'm not a Jew, but you have to not be some certain race. That's almost as bad as the KKK.
We are not as bad as the KKK.
As bad. That still means you are bad. If you say, oh, I'm not as bad, it's like, oh, I'm not as bad as Hitler.
I mean, just I mean, you can't compare our group to the KKK and Hitler.
Tell me, who is the big leader of this organization?
The big leader is Joe Biden.
Biden?
You heard me.
Joe Biden. That guy's too old and senile to be running a secret organization.
I mean, if he can control the USA, then he can't
control the USA. Why do you think trickle-down economics is still happening? He hasn't regulated us yet, and I'm glad. He works for me, and it seems that this Novus Ordo Seclorum hates men like me. Hates entrepreneurs contributing to this country.
Hate you.
What did you say?
I said it's easy to hate people like you.
Can I tell you a little secret?
Yeah, but what is it?
You see, I was on Epstein Island, and I realized I have a kind of preference, right? You see, this was back in like 04, right? Back then, I realized Latina children are really hot.
I mean, not saying you're incorrect, but that's a bit not normal.
Yeah, you know what? My niece is a Latina and I'm as pale as can be.
If you're gonna tell me you're gonna smash her, I don't even want to talk to you.
I adopted her when she was 8 years old.
And then...
oh man. I carried on the tradition that Jeffrey Epstein told me to do. I am a loyal man. I am George Barrington. I am the greatest businessman in the entire United States. The greatest businessman ever. You think a middle finger gonna do all that, right? Well, I'm not gonna butcher you with a hammer. No. That's too sweet and innocent for a savage, a primitive, disgraceful human being. You should be in the gas chamber. You should be off this planet, incinerated 1,000,000 times. I am George Barrington, and you are some real lowly corporate 9-to-5 worker. You're a man that will only be manipulated, a man that doesn't deserve to live. You should kill yourself, genuinely, and in the most painful way, because your life is through suffering. You never learn, Ricky James. You know, I really regret when the former CEO, Mr. Johnson or some bullshit, decided to hire you because, oh, you're a sweet guy, you're from South Africa. You can never trust a South African. They're all racist, they're horrible people, they're Nazis, they don't believe in what I believe in. They don't believe in neoliberalism. They don't believe in these values. I think the entire country, your entire homeland, should be nuked. Entirely nuked. Don't call Joe Biden, huh? Oh, he works for Novus Ordo Seclorum. He works for Novus Ordo Seclorum. No, he doesn't. He works for corporations and corporate interests, and I will bribe him. I will give him as much money to eradicate that stupid country, because the only superior country is America. And you know who's from America? Me! I'm George Barrington! I'm from America! And your country, South Africa, is so poor, it makes me laugh. I laugh at poverty. And you are broke. You keep laughing, huh? Oh, you think this is funny? You think this is funny? Perhaps. Man, this is a beautiful drill. Too bad it'll be ruined by your teeth. I really want to do it. But the punishment is severe enough. What? I'm a little busy right now. Look, I can talk about business later on. You need me now? God damn it. Look, I'll get to you as soon as possible.
What was that?
You're lucky you're alive. But you will be dead in the coming hours.
Some people need to use their anger to be brought out to fulfill their destinies. But you must control your anger, must dominate your anger to control your destiny, because if you don't dominate your anger will dominate you.
That's actually true. I'll admit that. But can you not have this thing so close to me?
This is your test.
No, can you seriously get this off my nose? Please?
What's wrong? Something annoy you?
What's wrong is
Have
you're
something
poking
on your
me
face?
with this stick.
I don't see it. Oh.
Get this out of... Okay.
You have an issue?
Be respectful. Be... Trying to feed me with that?
Is there an issue here?
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop!
I think you have something on your face. Clean up.
Okay. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I fell for that. I just don't know what to do.
If you want to control your anger, you need to know the bigger picture.
What bigger picture?
Come with me. Let's take a walk. Well, I run an organization called the Norvos Ordo Seclorum.
Novus Ordo Seclorum?
Norvos Ordo Seclorum!
New World Order? Like on the back of every dollar?
Look at this. Do you know what this is?
I don't know how that has to do with anything. It's a cattail. That's what it is.
You should know better. You know what Barrington is doing, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, he's making films that hypnotize people, and he's got the mayor as a hypnotized dog slave.
And now how does he hypnotize people?
Well, I don't think I figured that out yet, since I barely found out that Barrington had been hypnotizing people.
Look at this. Look around you. Where do you think we are? Do you remember the hypnosis field?
Yeah, where the red demon, who's actually Barrington, where he attacked me.
Well, just look at this field. You think this is unique? There are many. Barrington has built so many different fields where he grows this substance, this evil substance called Hypnotica. You know what he does with that? He uses it to hypnotize everybody. That's how he gets what he wants.
So he grows plants in these fields to hypnotize everybody. That's how he hypnotized the mayor? Wait, that's why the mayor was picking grass. It makes sense.
And what should we do about that? Well, that's where the Norvos Ordo Seclorum comes into play.
I knew of you when I moved to Scotland. I fled there when my name was tarnished and I became a criminal. But I've come back because I know the truth is about to come out.
Interesting thing the truth is, ain't it? I've solved many cases, but I just can't seem to solve this one case that I've been brought here to solve.
And that's why you came to me. George Barrington controls the truth. But he taught his student the same skills.
You were his student?
I was. And I learned how Barrington controlled everything through hypnosis. Through the movies and plays, the mind can be subtly guided.
Such a disgusting thing. Taking away people's freedoms.
But there's a reason for everything. Even things that seem destined to be evil can be subverted for good. And a slave to that very fact.
How is he still alive?
Professor Hiddlesworth freed him before his death. He wandered to me, but he was searching for you.
Who am I? Why do I look like you? What am I? You have to tell him. He needs help.
Oh, be careful!
Whoa.
His mind is rotted. He's a science experiment gone wrong. There's nothing left.
That's my face.
He's rabid.
Whoa!
Look into my eyes. At the snap of my fingers, you'll forget you're a clone. You'll remember you're a normal citizen with a normal life. You'll run away from us. He wanted to kill you and take your place. If not for hypnosis, he might have. In a world full of evil and suffering, hypnosis can take all of that away. It takes away the choices that should not be made.
Is it worth what you lose?
A state of good is rarely not forced, either by nature or by man. Free beings choose time and time again evil. I view hypnosis as a mercy. There are other ways of dealing with abominations.
What other ways?
Well, detective, I prefer not to say.
I need to get
Mayor Mark. The murders are all over town. Your poll ratings are down by 11%.
Well,
What can you say for yourself? What do you say for the people of Belfort?
thank you for the question, Ms. LaFontaine. I'm a fan of you and your station. You know, we all know that the polls can't be reliable. It would be hard to believe that only 1 in 9 people love their mayor. We've been having challenges. It's really important for us to come together as a community. I think you should understand that as a person who delivers news to our beautiful Belfort community.
Your compliment means nothing to me. Look at you. You're picking grass. You're wild. What's wrong with you?
I do not know what you're talking about,
You
ma'am.
protect the people of Belfort.
I do. I swore an oath to the city, ma'am.
I've seen you. There's people, there's deaths everywhere. You're picking grass out of the lawn like a crazy man.
I do not know what you're talking about. I suggest as your mayor that you behave.
You don't scare me one bit.
Your Republican dreams have come After these messages, we'll be right back.
Okay, I was told by the higher ups I had to do this blog thing, basically explaining my life as a film director. You get to do a lot of stuff. Some of it has to do with movie production. One of the best parts of the job, I get to yell at people for no reason.
Now, what I mean, I didn't ever go on the island, but he was a fellow business accomplice, and he definitely helped me out as a businessman. I strongly disagree with his standpoint on sex trafficking, and it was absolutely horrible.
Whatever, it's fine. Just fix it later. Alright, man. Workers of the world unite. Catch you later. The force be with you.
See this? This guy, his name is Ricky James. He's part of Belford's theater department. He's a pretty entertaining guy, and we're gonna go do some bowling.
Topic. I'm very interested. You do have this in the couch. What is this? May I?
It's me. You cannot touch it. No. Because it embodies me.
This looks very similar to the mask of the killer. The Ronald McDonald's killer.
I did murder Ronald McSwanald, and I'm a murderer too.
You're not joking, right? You're not joking.
No.
Hey.
I'm not joking.
Don't do this, okay? Just let me.
Prepare to be next. Little boy.
George Barrington?
No. Ricky James, I'm not George Barrington. It's the real deal, baby.
No, God, please, no. Well, do you remember when I poked you with that cattail and you got madder and madder until you broke it?
Yeah. Well, in my defense, I wouldn't have gotten so mad if you didn't keep poking it on me.
Well, that is the precise philosophy of the Norvos Ordo Seclorum and the accelerationist philosophy, in fact.
Accelerationist philosophy. Accelerationism. How about you explain that to me?
My mentor in Britain was Mr. Interesting.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Interesting, I've heard of him. Yeah, so George Barrington, he came onto the scene, and he basically, they had to flee from Barrington and the police because they got exposed for all these crimes they did, right?
That's right. And that's why I must take down and ruin George Barrington.
I mean, Mr. Interesting committed crimes too, right? So, I mean, Barrington's bad, but...
You watch your tongue short, man!
Okay, then break it down for me how this works.
Well, what the Norvos Ordo Seclorum has done is infiltrated the schools. What we have done, we will make life so bad for everybody. They will revolt and take down the evil that is George Barrington.
Just like with the cattail. You kept poking me, you kept poking me, you kept poking me, and then eventually I just snapped. So, you sent people to infiltrate Barrington's schools and his corporation to make it worse so that it's so bad that people eventually just revolt and start over?
Precisely. Where there's anger, there will always be anger. And when it builds, it breaks. And no one is safe from the revolution.
Then what do you want with me?
I want you to join the Norvos Ordo Seclorum and change the world. But first, you have to prove yourself. Fight with me in a duel!
I cannot teach you hypnosis.
I never asked to learn hypnosis. I just want to know the truth. We've been dilly-dallying with clones and poppycock, and I want to know who killed Ron.
What's the point of telling you anything if you can't use that knowledge for good?
Isn't knowledge not good in itself? Does knowledge not give one closure?
According to Mr. Interesting, the answer to that question would be yes, but only if you waited. He thought knowledge was good, but if you only delay the gratification of learning.
And what do you think? Is knowledge good?
If the right people have it.
And am I the right person?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You made a promise.
I'm nothing if not a man of my word. You have nothing to fear.
Then tell me.
Oh no, detective? I'll show you. If you want to learn the truth, detective, you must become immersed in it. But I do this for another reason. If you become immersed in this story, like I've become, I can make you immune to hypnosis. After you learn the truth, no one will be able to hypnotize you again. Except for me, that is. It began in 2007. George Barrington was my professor, and he was my mentor.
Gentlemen, you are my greatest student. I believe that we should team up and make a difference.
What'd you have in mind? With his help, I became the champion of the school. I won all the tournaments. I won all the prizes. Even Howard Morrison could not hold a candle to me. He took me to his teacher, the headmaster of Belford Academy, a man named Leonardo Tomerson, or as you probably know him, Mr. Interesting. We three kings, we were peas in a pod. We ruled the school, but we wanted more. And Mr. Interesting began to have an obsession. Hypnosis. I believed in justice. I still do. For me, hypnotizing the audience with our movies was to make people better, less selfish, less prone to villainy. For the headmaster, he had his own twisted ideology. He wanted to take away people's freedom so that they could appreciate. And Barrington, he did it out of a twisted sense of pleasure. But we didn't know that yet. Soon enough, Mr. Interesting had a new proposition for us.
Gentlemen. I've been thinking, what if we had new identities?
You're joking, right?
No, now listen to me. I mean, think about it. All of the bad things we ever wanted to do without any of the consequences. I mean, we would essentially be new people. We'd be someone else.
It seemed brilliant. We would get alter egos who could do the things we couldn't, so we did not have to. It would be a mistake. The alter egos would battle for control over our body. I would take years to win the battle with my other self. And Barrington never would. His nature was already demonic. And Mr. Interesting, being the hypocrite that he was, never split his soul. He thought he was above doing such a thing. But I didn't mind. We had power. And that's what mattered. But I had something even more powerful in mind. Bring the dead back to life with hypnosis. But I learned, also, if you were ever to unhypnotize a zombie, they will die again. They cannot live on their own, as they are abominations. They are dependent on the hypnosis to stay alive. To free the mind of a hypnotized zombie is to give it to death. And in that way, death can be very liberating. Soon enough, Barrington began to scheme. He wanted all the power for himself. So he framed us for hypnotizing the school. We became wanted criminals, disgraced before the entire world. Yet he was still hypnotizing the school on his own. But we were powerless against his lies. In the eyes of the public, only we were to blame for the hypnosis. When we confronted him, he cast us out of Belford.
What are you doing? I can't believe you actually pulled that crap on us. I didn't even do it!
You lied, George! You betrayed us!
You're wanted criminals. So, you best leave.
George, I'd rather die than listen to you.
Sal!
So we fled to Scotland, where we could be safe from criminal charges. Eventually, me and Mr. Interesting had a falling out. He was too egotistical to see things my way. Since then, George Barrington has ruled as a dictator. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Barrington. Barrington's demon. Demon killed Ron. Barrington killed Ron.
I find it amusing that you lose your composure at something so insignificant. I thought you'd be better after everything what you've been through. Why do you use a gun now, detective?
It's for protection.
Oh no. There's more to it than that. The great Detective McMahon himself. Always on the move. Always on the go. You've never needed a gun before. So why start now?
I don't like guns. I think they escalate situations. I believe they're more of the problem than the solution.
Indeed. As was shown when you were struggling with that masked thug. Yet you had it in your hand. The very thing you called the problem, you tried to use to solve the problem. Now tell me, why is that?
Like I said, it's for protection.
Please, detective. Don't bullshit me. I'll tell you what I think, detective.
Yeah, tell me what you think.
I don't think you want to take this demon down. I think you want to kill him. But it makes sense, doesn't it? George Barrington is at the center of all of this, the center of this poison that's spreading through everybody, turning people against each other, like Drake, Blake, Bridgeport, the suspects, Luke, Millie, Stephanie Morrison, and it consumes those unlucky, like the Morrisons, Hiddlesmorth, and Officer Ronald McSwanel. So how do you end the poison? Remove it. At least that's what you have set in mind. There are so many reasons to hate Barrington, but killing a pig is not one of them. And you know that.
You don't know me. So stop pretending like you do.
You're such an interesting character, detective. You seek the truth. But when it's given to you, you refuse to accept it. That must be why, when you're feeling anxious, scared, that's why you rub that little mustache of yours. People overlook that, don't they? They just see it as a little quirk of yours. Leads them to believe it's a little habit. No, I think it's a coping mechanism. The thing you do without notice because of the pain and suffering you've been through. Losing Ron was a tragedy in your life, a great one. But that wasn't what shattered your world. It was the death of your wife. The one case you never solved. The one that got away and took something important from you. And you try to make a new life, leaving that broken world you lived in behind, trying to put on a new face, a fake one, with a fake smile, a fake confidence, and a fake determination. You can't even handle the truth. You couldn't hide from it, and even that couldn't save her.
Stop talking.
You're a slave to your emotions. You don't just grovel from grief, but guilt. You mourn every night, thinking you should have gotten home faster, that you should have tried harder, that if you were there when she needed you, maybe, just maybe, she'd still be alive. Everything you do is to make up for her death, but you will never make up for it. She didn't just die because you couldn't save her. Amelia died because she didn't love you. You fight so hard, but the one thing that never leaves you is a thought in the back of your mind, stuck in an endless loop, shouting you could have said something, how you should have said something before death, but you didn't, and that's eating you up inside. And it will never last as you continue to walk this world alone with nothing but a corpse bride.
Now that you know the truth, controlling your anger should be no problem.
Okay, Stoic Buddhist muck time activated.
What would you know? You're fat.
What?
You're short. You're stupid. You know nothing.
The test, I will remain stoic.
I have no hope.
I will remain.
Your shoes are the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
You think I'm gonna fall for that? I am not going to be
I think you are. I think you're stupid.
I'm not going to be angry, ever.
Stupid little man who has no hope, who has no future, who has nothing, really. You don't have friends, you don't have family. What do you have? Nothing.
Oh! 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 What have I done? Oh. I'm such a hypocrite.
Man. Pretty soon, I'm gonna rule the world. This is gonna be great. Now, what to do next? Now that I'm on top of the world, on top of this town. Hello? Wait, what? Ricky James is missing? Oh my God, what the? Are you kidding me? Can you people not do anything right these days?
Drake.
Jeffrey. Take a seat, please. Take a seat.
All right.
Take a seat.
What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Look, we may have had our differences. We haven't worked the best together. And yes, it's been hard. But there are a lot of other things happening right now than just you and me. There was murders. And yeah, it's been rough and difficult. But we're still here. We're still on this case. I mean, this isn't just about you and me anymore, Drake. This is about everyone in Belfort.
You don't understand. You don't understand how I treated you. It wasn't acceptable. I was putting anger that I felt and that came from so many years ago, and I pushed it onto you. All the deaths that I blamed on you, all the horrible things that have happened in this town. It's all my fault. It's all my fault. It wasn't yours. I was so mad. I was blinded. I was blinded. I couldn't see the truth. I didn't used to be this angry. I once was just trying to help people. I wanted to be a detective. I saw injustice in the world. I saw problems. I saw poverty, bigotry. I saw all these things. All these things. That's why I hated Barrington so much. Can I tell you a story? Yes. When I was training to be a detective, my mentor, his name's Joshua Smithens, he taught me a lot of things. A lot of them were good. But the last thing he ever said to me before he died, he said I could never be a detective. He said I was stupid, that I was useless, that I lacked the talent.
Oh, fucking loser. What?
I was just a goofy guy with a bush for a beard. But eventually it just gets to you. Eventually you just can't take it anymore. You can't. I can't do this anymore.
I don't realize how much you struggled, Drake. But you need to listen to me. Everything that's happened. The deaths. The murders. The tragedies. Ron. It wasn't your fault. None of this is your fault. The world is poisoned, Drake. It always has been. And there's only a few of us who are just trying to keep the world as healthy as possible. It's like our body fighting off of a cancer. And it's painful. Very painful. Bad things happen, Drake. There are also the good things that happen too. There's something I want to tell you. Something I believe that you need to hear. It's no secret that I admire Doctor Who. But Doctor Who means more than just time-traveling adventures. It means heart, soul, kindness, sadness, life, death, and love. And there's this one line that I think you need to hear.
We all change. If you think about it, we are all different people all through our lives.
And that's okay. That's good. You gotta keep moving. Just as long as you remember all the people that you used to be. Life is hard, Drake. It's very hard. Sometimes we want to give up. But the reason we don't is the reason why we still have so much worth fighting for. And that is why I'm here.
I know who I'll fight for. I'll fight for you.
Oh God! No. Shit! Oh.
This is an emergency broadcast alert. Please evacuate Belfort Academy and all surrounding buildings immediately. Terrorists have infiltrated the facilities. Mass bombings are occurring. I repeat, please evacuate Belfort Academy and the surrounding buildings. Terrorists have infiltrated the facilities. Mass bombings are occurring. Stay calm and follow all emergency personnel instructions.
Explosions all across the school. You're going crazy.
I know. I may have almost solved this case.
You what?
Yes.
How?
Just wait and just follow me.
All these things with the hypnosis fields, with George Barrington, with these deaths, it doesn't make sense. I know.
I know, but I think I might have cracked it. I think I know who the killer is. Alright,
I'm getting a phone call. What is this? It's Ricky James.
You should answer.
Hello? Hello?
This is Ricky James. I need you to hurry up.
Where are you?
You need to listen to me. I'm not just a play director. I'm part of a secret that went too far. I told Darrington a lot to save my life.
What? What? Wait. What? This doesn't make any sense. I think I can hear him too. He's close by. Who is the killer?
We made a mistake. Nothing is good. The killer is not who you think it is. The killer is not who you think. You need to get me out of here fast.
Where are you? Who is the killer?
The killer is...
What is that? Oh my God! Okay, we gotta get away from any of these freaking buildings because they blow up. I bet that building's gonna freaking blow up.
Yes.
Look, do you still think you've solved the murder?
Yes, I have, and I know who the killer is.
Ricky freaking James just got blown up into a million pieces. He's literally ashes now. He doesn't exist. There's none of him left. That doesn't change anything in your mind? You still think you know who the murderer is?
Yes, Drake. Now,
Really? Seriously?
Yes.
Okay, I'll trust you.
Now we need to gather the last 3 surviving suspects, which is Luke Ramfire, Millie O'Ryan, and Stephanie Morrison.
Yeah, because Lloyd freaking got on, so.
3 it is.
All right, let's go.
Just gather them. You have a plan?
Do you know why we're here?
Not exactly.
Do you?
No. But
We're
like,
Oh,
did you
okay.
hear? Did you hear what Josh did?
Josh?
I heard he cheated.
No way.
Yeah.
I hate those guys.
Luke Groundflyer, Stephanie Morrison, Millie O'Ryan. I don't know how he's done it or what he's talking about, but my man Detective McMahon says he solved the murder, so one of you guys are going to jail today.
Now, shall we get this on? Alright, why not you take a seat?
Take a seat by these,
Yes, by these chairs.
by these.
You're gonna want to hear this. So, what a fine group of folks here.
Not really.
Sorry. But really, it's like it's a... Aye. Oh, as we're saying, we are here today because I have solved the murder. I know exactly who it is out of every one of you. Now, the question is, how did I come upon this?
When I began to uncover the case of Howard Morrison's death, I was quite confused indeed. Though I pretended to be confident, in reality, I knew nothing.
I was originally given a note that Howard Morrison would die on the 1st of March this year at the Belfort Academy of Fine Arts. He was sent to my home in Glasgow on the 27th of February. I got to Belfort as quickly as possible, but I was just a minute too late.
The famous film director Howard Morrison had been murdered. The stab wounds had led to a gruesome death.
I had heard of the town of Belfort years earlier from my friend, Ron. Rest in peace.
I met him on a vacation to North Korea and we quickly became best friends after escaping a Kim regime's attempt to arrest us.
I met with Ron again and another detective new to the town of Belfort, Drake Blake. With Ron's help, Mayor Mark assigned me to the case with Detective Blake.
Drake and I did not get along well, but we both understood the corruption of this town, the vile villains that lie here, but unlike Drake, I knew if I was just myself, I could solve the case. People always underestimated me. They thought I was a bloody idiot, but in truth, I'm not a twat. I knew that if people underestimated me, I would be able to succeed. Drake was too confrontational. A great detective, but too obvious. Too easy to stop. too easy to manipulate. That's at least what I thought at first. And when we got back the 4 suspects, I knew at least one of them had to be the murderer. Some would think the corruption would make me think differently, but I knew if I could trust anyone, it was Ron. A singer and an actress, a spoiled rich girl, a communist incel Star Wars fan, and a deceased younger sister. What do they all have in common? Very little. But they had one thing. They were all quite young. After interrogating them, I found out that Lori had a hypnosis device. Ron had told me of Don Jeffs and their hypnosis scandals, but I never thought real hypnosis was going on, but this proved me wrong. For many other reasons, both Ron and Drake suspected Lori Barrington, the niece of George Barrington, to be the murderer. From mysterious videos to stock market fraud, she seemed like the murderer, but despite what I found from her, I knew better. It would have been too obvious. It made little sense for Lori to kill Howard Morrison. Were they rivals? Yes, but she would never get her hands dirty. She was simply too egotistical to kill Howard Morrison. And sir, the bloody demon broke into my home, trashed my entire place, and stole the letter. Only Lori could have access to that since her uncle was literally in a movie with the same suit. But why would a demon leave the glove from the suit if they didn't want to get caught? It's because whoever wore the demon suit did not know of the letter. It was a framing. Don't worry, that demon twat isn't innocent. We'll get to him later. The murderer did break into my home, and it was not the demon, but the murderer wanted me to think it was. I was eventually convinced that arresting Lori was still necessary, but of course, her uncle helped her and kept her safe. But then I visited Arnold Darnold, and I was bloody stupid because I actually believed that fraud when he told me that Lori was the murderer. But in my defense, as a detective, I need to take all accusations seriously. And even if Lori was found hanged, we were lucky to be on the scene in time, because analyzing her body showed that it was not a suicide, it was a homicide. She had been hypnotized, shown by the lack of life in her eyes. She had been hypnotized to hang herself. But who did that? It was the second murder yet. Surely it wasn't her uncle. After we confronted Arnold Darnold for being a liar, he told us that someone was forcing him to live on the hill instead of his mansion. A man, he said,
from like an Italian Renaissance painting. It's evil, it's half bird.
So clearly this person was in cahoots with the murderer, or was even the murderer themselves. Either that or Darnold was a liar. Probably the latter. But we would find out if the former was correct. So we protected him in the bathroom. Dumb idea. And we went with Ron to break into Barrington's mansion. Worse idea. Arnold was murdered in the same way as Howard Morrison. But by this time, I knew who the murderer of Darnold was by the symbol he marked on the tree. It was the serial killer that took everything from me. Now 3 have died. Darnold was telling the truth, so I had to listen carefully to his last words.
Go to Professor B!
And so I went to Professor B. Thought it was a fencing teacher, Sir Callum Bridgeport. It was not. It was actually the biggest clown this town had to offer, Professor Brian Hiddlesmoth. That bastard convinced me to let him do an autopsy report on Howard Morrison's dead body. Something we had not done before since the mayor was so cheap. Instead of doing a legitimate autopsy report, Hiddlesmoth decided to destroy the body with acid and then argue that Mr. Morrison had killed himself. What an idiot. At the same time, Drake Blake's anger management counselor got killed, meaning now 4 have died. If you thought that things could get even worse, I was attacked by a creepy clown who teamed up with that damn demon Dobber. This clown dipshit was wanking on my car and ruined me ears with its obnoxious screaming. So the clown was obviously Hiddlesmoth, but guess what? It gets even worse. Hiddlesmoth was fucking cloning people. He cloned me, but let him go. Luckily, I would find out later that his clone was a rather strapping chap. Too bad his clone of George Barrington was pretty useless, so he killed him. And the twist that shocked no one, Hiddlesmoth was the creepy clown. Too bad he got killed by the guy dressed as a demon. Drake Blake yelled at me. I got very sad. At this point, I was at the lowest point of my life. But Ron calmed me down. And then he died. But I remember what he told me. I remember the legend he warned me about.
Don
Jeff.
Ron, even after death, helped me understand the way to solve the case was to go back to the start. The order from which everything fell apart. His name was Donovan Jefferson. I wouldn't say much, but I became immune to hypnosis. Learned that a clone can be more than just a clone. And learned the dark origin story of Belfort's greatest capitalist. Barrington is the demon. The man who killed my best mate. The one who killed Hillsworth. And while I was quite mad about this twat, the number one thing I learned from Don Jeff was to keep a level head. Because if you don't, bad people will exploit you. I knew I had to remain calm. Barrington had taken 2 lives of the 6 victims. One of the people he killed was Professor Hillsworth, who I believe killed Mr. Waldo. This was found through conclusive evidence that Waldo was killed with the same knife that the creepy clown used to attack me. So 3 murders had been solved, but Howard Morrison's death was still a mystery. Every one of you 3 had a reason to murder him, from childhood abuse to workplace abuse to even more workplace abuse. And it was for that reason I knew Barrington or Hillsworth did not kill Howard Morrison. For one, Professor Hillsworth spoke quite positively of Howard.
The famed film director of Belfort. The man who grabbed our hearts with his films.
And for 2, Barrington already had all the power. Was Howard Morrison a potential rival? Yes. But Barrington would never kill him. Death is bad for business. That's why he's been trying to blow his entire scandal under the rug. That's why the police force is underfunded and corrupt. That's why the mayor is literally Barrington's hypnotized slave. It was only after Howard Morrison was murdered and the Belfort Corporation was on the verge of being exposed for a mass hypnosis scheme that Barrington finally unleashed his alter ego, and I was robbed of a great friend. Howard Morrison was also the film director who implemented Barrington's hypnosis scheme. He was complicit in Barrington's villainy, but perhaps he may have known too much, you may ask. But the reason this argument falls flat is that Barrington liked Howard Morrison, and if he ever did have an issue, he had a simple solution. See, at this point in time, Barrington did not need to kill Howard Morrison. He could have just fired him. And that is what he did to a different employee. Belfort's famous director, Ricky James, the 7th and final murder to this day. Blown up in an explosion that we were too late to stop. But before the murder even happened, I knew who the murderer was. After everything I had been through, everything I have gone through, something clicked. And once Ricky James had died, my fears had been confirmed. While Barrington is committing crimes and murders of his own, there were 2 forces were working directly opposed to George Barrington. There was a secret organization, the Novus Ordo Seclorum, and while they were the prime suspects to the murder of Howard Morrison, they did not kill him. No, it was not the NOS. It was the one person who both took great abuse from Mr. Morrison, but also had the resources to plot his murder. Someone spiteful but not erratic. Someone intelligent but not obviously so. Someone normal. Someone hiding in plain sight. So while me and Detective Drake Blake were running around, chasing psychopaths, clones, and red herrings, this person was executing the greatest conspiracy in the history of Belfort. We were so focused on the Barrington case that we forgot about what we really were here to do in the first place. To solve the murder of Howard Morrison. And this person took advantage of that. But now I know the truth. I know who murdered him.
We used evidence, and we used our patience and our smarts, and we put everything together. I put everything together, and I know who it is.
Millie O'Ryan. Millie, oh, Millie. Bloody Millie. That's what I call Millie O'Ryan from now on, because she committed one of the greatest crimes in history of Belfort, and possibly the world. Abused and mistreated by her director, Mr. Morrison, Millie wanted to get revenge for all the trauma she had gone through. What was once a sweet girl now is a horrible monster. Somehow, I don't know how, Millie learned and mastered the art of dark hypnosis. She became radicalized. No longer would she be pushed around. No! Now she was the predator. Now she would do what no one would do but for. Kill Howard Morrison.
Need your help real quick.
What?
Fucking police are after me.
Police are after you? What did you do?
Apparently I laundered money. Or embezzled.
Yeah, sounds about right. You know, I always thought you were kind of an asshole. Even as a boss, you're not really good.
Well, get over it.
I hope you know that. I mean, I have an easy way out for this.
Really? What would that be?
Yeah. You know what that would be?
What?
This.
And she stabbed him in the gut.
Look out.
Again and again and again.
Resist it. I already got you where I want you. This is why you don't overwork people and pay them less than what they deserve.
Unfortunately for you, that wasn't the real me.
Now Howard Morrison was dead. To quote the 7th Doctor in the show Doctor Who,
Every great decision creates ripples, like a huge boulder dropped in a lake. The ripples merge, rebound off the banks in unforeseeable ways. The heavier the decision, the larger the waves, the more uncertain the consequences.
the shockwaves were immense. Millie became one of the 4 suspects in the murder, but very few people believed her to be the murderer.
With some exceptions.
If he's been overworking you, what would stop you from murdering him?
That aged well. It did not make sense to look into Millie. Laurie had the resources. Stephanie had the tragic backstory. Luke was the closest to the crime. Though Millie did commit the murder, she couldn't do it on her own. She had help. Stephanie.
Yeah, Howard sucked as a brother.
She was bullied, humiliated, and threatened with violence. Howard made her life hell. But Millie was closer to her age. Someone young, inspiring, and hopeful. Someone who had been radicalized for a mission to destroy Belfort from the inside. Millie convinced Stephanie to help her. That's why Drake, Blake, and Ron were sent to arrest Morrison for a multitude of crimes. Stephanie had reported everything to the Belfort PD. Mayor Mark, corrupt and incompetent as ever, sent one of their least well-equipped police officers. They didn't even know he was not even legally allowed to be an officer until months later. They had no firearms.
Do you have any firearms on you?
Nothing. Morrison got away. That was all part of Millie and Stephanie's plan. But we were too dumb to see it coming. Because in public, they pretended like they hated each other, when in reality, they were allies.
Okay, so just insult each other. I don't know, I've never followed you. You look kind of weird today. I'm not gonna lie.
Weird, like less skirt? What the heck?
This was the first step of the plan. But there was much more to come. For example, as I mentioned before, I had a letter warning me of the murder. But one day, my home was broken into and it was stolen. And it was Millie who stole it. I knew the murderer wanted to frame the demon, but it wasn't until I realized that Millie had access to the glove as an actress in both the film and play departments at Belfort. It was all part of Millie's smartest plan. Frame the demon. The demon was already committing crimes, attacking people and then getting beat up. Then he was murdering people. He was the best red herring. Wankin' George Barrington in a red suit herring. That's why Millie broke into my house and left the glove. To put the blame on him. That's why she was there at the theater when he attacked, to put the blame on him. But at this point, Millie wanted to expand her crew, to get more supporters for her goal to overthrow the Belfort corporations. She mistakenly asked Laurie to join her. Millie, a radical feminist, hoped that Laurie would join her in some sort of gender crusade. Unfortunately for Millie, Laurie did not have values. She cares about money, not gender equality. Laurie refused. And since Millie simply couldn't just hypnotize Laurie to joining her due to herself being taught hypnosis by her uncle George Barrington, things had to get bloody. Millie had to hypnotize Laurie to hang herself. But it was very messy. After this was the whole Arnold Darnold saga. I fundamentally am sure that he was murdered by the Bloodblade Killer. And I know that he was forced to stay on the hill by the Bloodblade Killer as well. The Bloodblade Killer wanted Arnold to blame Laurie. Why? Because at that time, Millie believed she was recruiting Laurie. If Laurie was going to get arrested, she would certainly throw her new ally under the bus. She would blame Millie. But that is what Millie wanted. She would finally get the fame she so desperately craved. She would finally have a platform to hypnotize and take over the school. It was 5D chess while everyone else was playing checkers, and George Barrington was playing Monopoly, and Callum Bridgeport was playing Yahtzee, and I was playing the piano. But of course, Laurie refused, and the plan failed. So when we arrived, we saw her dead body. But it doesn't change the fact that the Bloodblade Killer must have been in cahoots with Millie. That's the only way this makes sense. Now it also makes sense why Arnold Darnold's last words to me were, "Go to Professor B." Professor Brian Hiddlesworth was an ally of Barrington at the time. If anyone could stand up to the Bloodblade Killer, it would be the Demon and the Clown. And that's why Arnold was a target by him. He was a friend of Barrington with insider knowledge. He was rich, and he was dangerous.
And that's not the least of it. You're her accomplice as well.
Oh man, my girlfriend's gonna kill me.
Millie was trying to get recruits. Despite being a man, and quite a sexist one at that, Luke Groundflyer was perfect. He was weak, insecure, and had an on and off again girlfriend that didn't have time for him.
Guess what? I killed Howard Morrison, and I'm gonna rule Belfort!
Why?
Cause why not? He was a bitch! Cause he had me underpaid. He was using me for my work and then not giving me credit for it.
But it seems a little extreme. I trusted you. We were
Look,
Denny's buddies.
You're not gonna say anything. We can still be Dennis buddies. As long as you don't say anything. If you say something, I will kill you too. Okay?
I thought I could trust you.
You can trust me. That's why I'm telling you right now.
It just...
I don't want you to think falsely of anybody else, but you have to be on my side for this to work.
Alright, I guess...
Shake hands on it?
I guess...
Hell yeah.
He would be the third member of the Dangerous Trio. So in the end, all three surviving suspects were complicit in the murder of Howard Morrison. So unsurprisingly, they move on to their next suspect, the sexist and racist South African play director Ricky James. According to Drake Blake, Ricky James was a member of the Novus Ordo Seclorum, the enemies of Barrington. They watched Barrington closely. They watched me closely. That's the real reason why Ricky James bought my apartment. He was trying to spy on me.
Well, does he know?
They also knew of your operations, and they watched it closely. That's why when Millie forced you to join her by jump-scaring you from your car, immediately afterwards, Ricky James offered to get rid of my rent if I stole your car.
You have to steal Luke Groundflyer's car and give it to me.
But after we stole it, Ricky James went to the trunk and grabbed out a pair of shoes.
Hey, don't you want the car?
Oh, I don't need it. You can have it. I have the shoes.
Then why did I steal a car for?
It was because he was collecting DNA samples. We thought he was mad. He was actually a genius. Millie and Barrington knew Ricky James was a thorn in their side, so Barrington fired him. Then he beat him up, and then tried to kill him. But before he could, Ricky James was kidnapped by a guy wearing a sheet who we have dealt with before. The whole thing was planned for weeks. They wanted to turn Ricky James into their inside guy, their double agent. Millie would hypnotize him.
This is what happens to people who are sexist and are racist, and tell people like me trying to accomplish their dreams that they won't be able to ever do anything in life. You see, you got yourself into this. And you want to know a little trick? I learned a little something. Maybe this will finally impress you, and you will stop going, do another take, I don't like it, and interrupting me. Yeah? You want to try it out? You will not reveal the truth about the NOS. You know what? Snap out of it, bud. I'm not gonna hypnotize you. You don't deserve that peace, you know? I won't need this. You know what I'm gonna do instead?
What?
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna make you explode and go into little itty bitty pieces. Or maybe I'll chop you up and just feed you to some wild animals I find in the woods. There's a lot of things I could do with you. But peace definitely won't be one of those things. You're gonna die, and it's gonna hurt.
I mean, yeah, obviously it's gonna hurt if you kill me.
Don't backtalk me. Don't backtalk me when you're about to die. Or maybe do. It's the last time you'll ever get to do so. And I'm gonna make it hurt. I'm gonna make you... Oh, I'm just so excited about it. I don't even have words for it. Oh, hi. Just what I needed you. Could you do me a little favor?
Yeah, what?
Could you blow this whole area up? With him inside of it? Ah, no.
Me,
there.
dumbass?
Yeah, that little chatterbox that won't shut his ass up.
And what are you gonna do?
Shut up.
No.
I mean, I don't...
Please, come on. Your girlfriend will be really happy if you blow him up.
Yeah, I guess so. Sure.
Thank you. You know you're my best friend.
Always.
And that is what you've been doing recently, just blowing up buildings! Unfortunately, Millie, your rebellion is over. There are still things I don't know. Who trained you in hypnosis? Who wrote me the warning letter? Who wrote the hypnosis field note? Who is the Bloodblade killer? But other than that, I can say, without mystery books or any other shenanigans, I have solved the case of Howard Morrison's murder.
And I know who the murderer is. You've been caught red-handed.
Have I?
I can't say I'm surprised, but once again, I'm amazed by your brilliance, Detective McMahon, and I'm amazed by how much of a piece of living dog shit you are. You really disappoint me. You were learning fencing from Sir Callum Bridgeport, and you're doing this, and you was the person I really honestly thought was the murderer, but so I'm a little impressed you weren't the full murderer. But now it's time to go to jail.
Why are you so cheerful about
I'm
this?
cheerful because we've brought to justice.
Have you?
Yes.
After like 3 murders.
There's a little more like 7, but...
You see, I have a little trick under my sleeve that... I mean, I know McMahon is immune to hypnosis, but I know you're not.
No, you don't!
So...
Hey, mate. I need to destroy you. Good! Oh! Mate!
Oh, my plan is finally coming all together. Aren't you guys so excited?
This is a mess.
I need a little favor from you. Come on, get up, buddy.
Is it?
I need you to hunt down George Barrington for me. Please.
Alright. Anything for you.
Thank you. You're coming with me. We got some evil planning to do.
Luke Ground Flyer. Your stupid Star Wars obsession has brought you here. But the thing is that will come in useful. I will need all the help I can get. These terrorists are trying to take over this town, and I cannot let them do that. So I'm glad that you are here. I'm glad that you can help me out. So, let's take these terrorists down.
Sir, you seem to be overestimating me. I couldn't care less about your cause. In fact, I'm not here as a friend at all. I'm here to take you down, Barrington.
What? Why? Why?
I'm a Sith Lord now, Barrington. You are not going to get away this time.
Gary, God, please help me.
It's over for you, George Barrington. Millie O'Ryan is taking over Belfort. There's nothing you can do about it. Just a powerless little man now. What's your plan? What are you going to do about it?
No!
Yeah, run, you scrawny little man. You can't do anything, you're powerless now.
Detective McMahon! I will obey Millie O'Ryan! And I will kill you! There is no escaping me, Detective McMahon!
Look into my eyes. Let it go. This anger, this hatred. You need to let it go. Let go.
You saved me.
Well, that's what friends are for.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh, hey guys! How are you guys doing today? What? Look, Mr. McMahon, Mr. Blake, I apologize for my actions. I really do. They were mistakes, okay? But the truth is, we're all going to die out here. We're gonna die by Millie O'Ryan. She's gonna kill us all. I suggest that we work together and we use our merits and skills to take her down once and for all. I'll even let you guys take a piece of the cake. You understand that?
Are you serious?
Yes.
You are literally a pedophile. You're a baby-faced pedophile. Why would I ever team up with a pedophile?
Because...
No, I'm not asking you to talk. You are the stupidest person of all time. You literally tried to kill me. I think you tried to kill him. Who did you try to kill at this point?
Look, that was the...
No! You're not gonna talk! It's not gonna happen!
I know exactly what kind of man this person is. Every decision he's ever made. Every action he's ever taken. He's done so much. He's inflicted immense pain. And for what?
Profit.
Profit? Profit? You literally violate little children.
You gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
You killed my best friend. And I will never forgive you for that. The only person who knew who I really was. But I'm not afraid of you anymore. All this time I have been, but I'm not anymore. Because now I know who I really am.
Let me go. You're gonna let me go.
We will never help you. And last of all, this is my hat.
Truth is, I'm helping you.
Get out of here! Well, what do we do now?
We're only so close to finishing this case. We need to split up now.
I agree. I need to go after George Barrington. It doesn't matter that he's lost all his power. He's gonna do anything he can to get it back because he's a snake.
Agreed. While you do that, there's some personal issues I need to take care of.
Okay, well, even we're apart, we'll be together in spirit. Good luck.
Good luck.
Welcome back to your news in Belfour. This is Stephanie. Say hi, Steph. Hello. She is my second hand in command, as you all probably already know, and if you don't, well, now you do. I'm Millie. I am your new leader, to say so like this. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the rules, are we not?
Oh, we are.
Oh, we have so many new rules. I'm sure you guys will absolutely love them. Okay, so first off, every single guy in this school will have to listen to all of the girls' commands because we need to promote equality here. The girls here aren't having the power they deserve. Same thing with people of color, isn't that right?
It is right.
High five for that. Girl power is the best thing here. Another thing is, if the teachers dare scream at me, my second in command, or any of my friends, they will get their tongue cut off. Again. We already had that incident. We don't want that repeating itself, do we? We don't really want mute teachers, but, I mean, if it's the last resource, then what else can we do? What was one of the other rules? I feel like I'm forgetting some stuff. Ooh, what about the one where they can't scream, like, racist things and stuff like that? What were the consequences for that again? Death. Beautiful death. We love it. Yeah, that's kind of like the broad of it. But if you want more details, you can totally contact either me or Steph over here. Thank you so much for listening to today's news. Bye, Belfour. Mwah.
I'm Pat Grizzly, and this is the Belfort Times, where the facts never die.
Belfort Action News with Tracy LaFontaine reporting live.
This is breaking news.
Obey Millie O'Ryan! Obey Millie O'Ryan! No.
It was Millie O'Ryan who murdered Howard Morrison.
Millie is a goddess. Millie is a queen.
She and her gang of college friends blew up Ricky James and set off bombs across the school.
All enemies will die! All enemies will die!
I always hoped this report would come, but never like this. Because Millie is not in handcuffs. She has overthrown George Barrington and taken control over the city of Belfort.
Millie will liberate Belfort. Millie will liberate Belfort.
Through what, you may ask? Hypnosis.
Pat Grizzly, obey Millie O'Ryan. Pat Grizzly, obey Millie O'Ryan.
The whole school is being hypnotized through Hypnotica. Hypnotica is a substance used in the coloring of Belfort Corporation films.
Pat Grizzly, obey Millie O'Ryan. Pat Grizzly, obey Millie O'Ryan.
George Barrington used it in small quantities to keep us submissive. Millie is using it in large quantities to make us zombies.
Pat Grizzly, obey Millie O'Ryan. Pat Grizzly, obey Millie O'Ryan.
Stay away from any screens that isn't ours.
Pat Grizzly, obey Millie O'Ryan.
I will resist. I will resist. Oh, Millie. I will resist, Millie. I will resist. Oh, Tracy, I will resist. You will not do this to me! Oh my god! Come on, Pat. Come on, Pat. Keep it together. Keep it together, Pat. Please. Tracy, I'll fucking kill you! Please, Millie! Fuck you, Millie! Fuck! Please stop! Please! I can't do this anymore! I can't! I will resist. 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 Millie, you are a hack. Tracy, you are a hack. Arnold Swarnold, wherever you are, you're in hell. You're a hack. You're a hack in hell. That's what you are. That's all you'll ever be. You're all hacks. That's all I think about. That's all I care about. Everyone's a hack but me. Watch me. Nice try, Millie. I'll go into hiding, but I'll never stop reporting. You can't silence me. Because I'm Pat Grizzly, and this is the Belfort Times, where the facts, they never fucking die, baby! Let's go!
God, we gotta hide out. Millie O'Ryan is taking over this town, Mr. Barrington. And I don't even think I'm mayor anymore. We gotta do something, man. Mr. Barrington, you gotta get yourself together. We're relying on you.
They took everything.
I know they took everything. Millie O'Ryan took everything from you and from me.
My shares are gone. That was where my money is.
I know, but you gotta get yourself together. We gotta hide. We gotta hide everything.
This is all I have left. A wallet with $7.
That's $7 more than I got. We gotta use it. Maybe to get some duct tape to get the windows better hidden from Millie. She's coming.
What matters more is our survival for now. We gotta prepare. We gotta find a way to make money. This $7, we're gonna get a lemonade stand. We get a little kid. We kidnap him, right? They sell lemonade.
All right. I'm hearing you. Tell me more.
That's how we get money, right?
All right. I'm in.
With that money, we
lemonade stand. You're an entrepreneur. I trust you.
Lemonade stand, right?
You trust me to run a town. I trust you to make money.
Keep selling lemonade, right?
Yep.
Eventually, this will take a very long time.
Okay.
We'll get $1,000. That $1,000, we're gonna invest in the bank. We're gonna get a nice little loan. We're gonna start a business. I am a bank genius.
And how long is this gonna take?
5 years. That's not enough time. I'm gonna be dead by then. She's gonna murder me by then. She's gonna. I have to take it over by force.
Yeah, we got
violence, guns, murder everybody, kill them all.
Yeah.
I hate them all.
Animal.
That gun store nearby on 7th?
Yeah.
We rob it.
We're robbing it.
Then we rob the bank. Then we rob the bank.
Rob the bank.
After that,
What are we gonna do?
we're gonna kill Millie.
Kill her.
And you're gonna get your job back.
I'm gonna get my job. I'm gonna be mayor again.
And I'm gonna get my shares back.
Yeah.
And I will be CEO once again. And I will be dictator of this entire town.
Scream at me. I will
You seek the truth. But when it's given to you, you refuse to accept it. That must be why, when you're feeling anxious, scared, you rub that little mustache of yours. I know more knowledge than you can fit on a detective board. I know about the factories. Because you're part of something a lot bigger than you could even comprehend.
So I got this girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
She is so cute. She has a great voice.
Is she
and-
not the same one you've been talking about for like 2 weeks now?
Okay, but like, there's so much to love, you know what I mean?
Is there anything else going on in your life other than your girlfriend? So I have this brilliant idea. I'm gonna bring someone back from the dead.
Okay, but in all seriousness, like, this isn't a good idea, and
Why not?
but seriously, how are you gonna make this happen?
There's something called hypnosis, buddy. I can use that in my favor. I've been practicing it for a while. I could say I'm an expert at it by now.
Is that so?
Yeah!
So, and you can use hypnosis on a corpse.
Yeah? I've practiced enough. I mean, I can do it on dead rats. I'm sure a corpse isn't much different.
Alright, so I'm just struggling to sympathize with your reasoning, I guess.
Look, we'll be fine, okay? We'll do it. You're not gonna be responsible for anything. If anything does go wrong, it'll be my fault. You just gotta help me out. You gotta help a girl out, you know?
And how do you want me to help?
You just gotta be there. You gotta be my emotional support buddy. You gotta be there. You gotta help a girl out. Aren't we best friends? So the master plan is I'm gonna bring someone back from the dead, okay?
Okay.
You got it?
Could you go over the plan again? I would like to understand because
We're
I
gonna
want
rob
you.
a gun store.
All right.
I am the demon man.
A gun store. Okay, sounds good.
With firearms, we can coerce as many people as we want to join us, right?
Yeah. Keep talking. I'm listening.
With that crew, we are going to rob a bank to get some
bank robbery.
Some form of money, right?
Never done that before, but it sounds great.
With that money, we could bribe other people, bribe officials, bribe everybody else. And then after that, we kill Millie as a form of trust.
That is not happening, George and Mark.
Did you hear something? It's probably nothing.
You guys have been doing such a good job. I mean, you got a little beat up, but that's fine. You're still here. I mean, and you look pretty good.
I'm dying in this mask. Do I really need to wear the mask?
Do you want to get arrested?
No.
So, yeah, you do have to wear the mask.
God damn it.
You'll be fine, bud. Don't even worry about it. Now, the next part of my plan. Bringing somebody back to life with this little magic wand.
Wait, how exactly are you gonna bring somebody back to life with a wand?
That's for me to know and for you to find out. Same as you were before. You're gonna be evil. You're gonna be on my side of the team. You won't be the same ever, ever again.
I am here now.
Welcome to my team.
I'm Pat Grizzly, and this is the Belfort Times, where the facts never die! The resistance continues, but Millie has a new weapon, Darth McSwanald. She has brought Ronald McSwanald back to life, and she has turned him into a Sith Lord. Millie O'Ryan may have taken many lives, but she can never take our souls! Keep yourself away from her hypnotic powers. They are more sinister than you can ever imagine. She is worse than Barrington, worse than Mr. Interesting, and worse than Don Jeff. Perhaps she is worse than the world's most famous serial killer, the Bloodblade Killer, who was spotted recently near Belfort. Now, her crimes reach their worst. The following is the final recording of Mitch Lyon, who confronted Millie's new zombie enforcer after Millie fired his favorite professor. The following footage may be disturbing.
What's up, nation? I'm here with my boy, Professor Hogertson at Belfort University. Belfort School for the Fine Arts. And you know, with George Barrington out of town with the whole stuff going on, it's really scary right now. But I'm a student, and the problem is, like, the new ruler of the school is Millie O'Ryan, and she's basically fired you. It really sucks. But this is where things get kind of creepy, is over there. There's this dude who's been terrorizing campus. Do you see that guy? It's crazy. Me and Professor Hogertson on this investigation of Belfort School are gonna see who this guy is. He looks like the now deceased cop Ronald McSwanald, who has been taken out from his grave. Is this the ghost of Ronald McSwanald? Who is this guy? Like, who the hell is this guy? Do you know? The thing is, he doesn't, and by the way, Millie O'Ryan has basically removed this guy's tongue. That's why he can't speak. Hey, you.
Kill.
What up, dude?
Enemies.
You've been going around school, terrorizing people. It doesn't make
Kill.
Wait, hey,
Enemies.
back up. Hey, don't! That's Professor Hogertson!
Kill.
Don't do that! No!
Ah.
Ah!
Ah. 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 Kill. Enemies.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Intruders must be distinguished.
I give up.
man. We have fallen a long ways, Mr. Barrington. There we have. We don't even got fucking meat anymore. There's no meat in there. Mushroom risotto? What the fuck is that?
Why did you buy any damn meat?
We don't got any money, man. We're broke. We're broke. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. I have a genius plan. We're gonna go to the gun store.
Whoa, what the hell is that?
I think I know where it is. Failure of a detective, Mr. Drake Blake.
Drake Blake. What? You better let yourself out. All right. Oh, it's that wussy boy, that wussy man. Look at him standing there in the closet. Good one, Mr. Barrington. Great joke.
Yeah, the best joke I've ever
That's
come up with.
something so politically incorrect. I wouldn't expect that from you. I would expect it from you. Hey, we're all losers here. Millie's taken over. But guess what? I don't want you to be powerful again. So, hey,
What do
maybe
you guys-
stop trying to take over the freaking city.
Look at this boy. What do you got to say to him?
What do I have to say for myself? Here's what I have to say. I would like to say I am going to retake everything over again. Like I did a million years ago, like I did 20 years ago. I have done it before. I'm a goddamn genius. I'm the smartest man there ever is. I'm gonna rob a gun store, I'm gonna shoot everybody, and I'm gonna kill everybody. And then I'm gonna take over like a coup. I will rule Belfort once again.
Are you sure about that?
Oh my God. Mr. Barrington, get back. Get back, man. All right. Take this. Take that. Take him. Take him. Take him. Hey, oh, where we go? Watch out. He's still coming. What the hell? He looks like that guy.
Leave Belfort now or you will die. First, I will break your legs. Then, I will cut your fingers off one by one with a 7-inch blade. Then I will slowly tear your skin apart, limb from limb.
Let's go.
In 7 different places. I will
Come on.
stop stabbing
Fuck you, Drake.
Kill you
Yeah,
later,
you got
Drake.
Oh, he's gonna get it. Let's watch it. He's getting beat up now.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, he's
oh,
dead.
oh,
Get him.
kill him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That
is beautiful.
Ronald McDonald. Oh, I'm sorry.
Look at that. Oh, wait, where are we going?
We're going to the mountains.
The mountains. All right, great idea, Mr. Barrington. I forgot my shoes.
So Barrington wants to escape. Not on my watch.
Don't Jeff! Don't Jeff, open up! Don't Jeff!
Why so desperate, detective?
You need help me. The Bloodblade killer, he's chasing after me. He's trying to kill me.
Why have you come back? Especially after last time.
I'm a detective, and I need answers. And there's more you haven't told me yet.
And why has this attracted the attention of the Bloodblade killer?
I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out one way or another. What is...
Mr. Barrington!
Yeah?
I'm hungry! I'm thirsty!
Food?
Where am I going? You get that shit away from me, George! I've had it with you!
You freak of nature! Get out of here!
Who the fuck is a freak, you little turd?
Fuck you! Go
I
fuck
followed you
yourself.
all this way just to be hungry!
I'm hungry too. I lost.
Why, you
everything.
look like something tasty. How would you like it if I took a bite out of you, boy? I'll kill you. Why don't you give your mayor something to eat? I've had it. I've got to eat.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna get you. I'm scaring you. Go! Go! Die! You're savage!
The plan is almost complete. The downfall of George Barrington. Oh! Oh!
Oh. You're awake, detective. Yes. It was me who trained Millie in hypnosis. Oh, yes. It was I who got her to kill Howard Morrison. It was me who got her to take over the school. It was me who gave her the bombs. I was the one who told her to bring her cop friend back to life. I killed Mr. Interesting. I killed Arnold Darnell. It was me who finally took down Barrington. And in his place will reign order and justice. It was me from the beginning. We've known each other the whole time. I was the one that killed Amelia. You're probably wondering why.
No. I just know you did it now. That's all I need.
Oh, Jeffrey, you're a funny guy. It's a shame you're not going to be around anymore. But you should be happy because you're going to be with your wife finally. It's going to be great. Till death do they part. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Where are you going, detective? We're just getting started. Hey, buddy. Oh, Jeffrey! Are we playing hide and seek now? You know, this knife, this knife I hold in my hand is, it's the same one I used to kill your wife. It's part of my special collection. Every person I've killed Every victim has a special knife just for them. Knives that remind me of every pleasurable experience I've had with my victims. And I never clean them. The blood holds such delicious memories. I wish I got your friend. Would have been such a great addition to my collection. That's why they call me the Bloodblade Killer. I have such a perfect knife just for you, and I would have set it right next to this one. Happy little family. It was a reminder of my greatest kill. But unfortunately, I left it downstairs. Silly me. Guess I'll just have to kill you with this one. It's poetic though. Same one I used on your wife. It's so exciting. It's like what they say. Ooh, killing two birds with one stone. I just can't wait until I get you. The satisfaction I will get from gutting you like a pig. The sound will be glorious. It'll be a glorious killing, just like hers was. Oh, I'm afraid this is it. Oh, Madame. Enough. Death won't save Belfort. I don't care. You killed my wife. What was that you said that night? Cross my heart. And hope to die. I'm sorry.
where the laws of physics were devised by the mind of a madman. But I have watched universes breathe and creation burn. I have seen things you wouldn't believe. I have lost things you will never understand. And I know things, secrets that must never be told, knowledge that must never be spoken, knowledge that will make Parasite God's place.
Are you making progress in your mission, Mr. Morrison?
Slowly but surely, Barrington will be destroyed.
Good, very good. He will pay for the crimes he's committed. Justice will be inflicted upon him, and he will beg for mercy from the Novus Ordo Seclorum.
He's a little prick. I just hope this all is worth it.
Of course this is worth it. We're destroying the worst man who ever lived on this planet. What he and Donjeff did, what he is doing now, he is a psychopath, a murderer, who will stop at nothing to get what he wants.
How much longer must I keep up this facade, Callum?
For only 1 month longer.
A month?
I have not told you the greater plan of our organization. The plan only me, Ricky James, and the secret agent knows about.
You told Ricky James and a little girl before me?
I needed to keep your final demise a secret.
Final demise? You're gonna kill me?
Think about what we're doing here, Howard. Think about this organization. The whole plan was set out from the beginning. Since Mr. Interesting was murdered. Since I became the leader of this organization. The only way to stop George Barrington's Belfort Corporation from taking over America and hypnotizing everybody to become a slave was to make things so bad at Belfort Academy for the employees of Belfort Corporation that they would be forced to revolt against Barrington. That's why I forced you and Ricky James to be sexist, racist twats. That's why I forced my secret agent to be a narcissist. That is the plan.
I understand the whole plan's been set in motion, but you've basically been raising me like a pig for slaughter. I would seriously have to die and never get to see any of my hard work?
The plan is in motion. In a month's time, you will be busted for embezzlement, laundering, and committing hate crimes against your caste. Once you escape the authorities, Millie will kill you. She and your sister have been planning this for months.
My sister, my precious little sister. You made me taunt her, bully her, put her through misery, just so you could accelerate the misery of the world to inspire a revolution. This is your fault. I hated doing all of that in front of a stupid joke of a cameraman that I got paired with. You made me say I was in the goddamn KKK. I thought I was gonna have a chance to explain myself, but you're just gonna let them kill me? Fuck you.
You must understand the ideology of the Novus Ordo Seclorum. The ideology of the accelerationism. Things can only get good once they've become bad. Why do you think I have the agent about to take Luke Groundflyer? Because he will inspire communists to revolt against George Barrington. Why do you think Ricky James is so broke? Because he's been embezzling money too, to fund hypnosis research. Why do you think you are the catalyst? Because once you die, Barrington's reign will finally be proven unstable. Millie, Stephanie, and eventually Luke will take over the school and banish Barrington once and for all.
And after that, how will Millie be defeated? Aren't you just replacing one evil with another?
This is the final part of the plan. You are right 2 notes anonymously. The first will be to Detective Jeffrey McMahon warning of your death. You will tell him on March 1st you will die. That is the day Millie is planning to kill you.
Who even is Detective McMahon?
He is a lowly Scotsman, but he is nonetheless the greatest detective in the world and will bring order back to the Belfort and solve the case. But before he can solve the case, Millie must take over the school from George Barrington and stop him once and for all.
And what of the second note?
Warn him of the Hypnosis Factory, the fields upon fields of Hypnotica, the substance Barrington used to control the people of Belfort, to control Mermark. And when he goes to the fields, everyone will think George Barrington is the murderer, until McMahon will uncover the truth. But by then, Barrington will be overthrown.
This plan is crazy. There's so many factors and things you didn't even think about. How many other people might be involved in this that we don't know about? You're the evil one, Callum.
I'm not evil. The ends merely justify the means.
You know as well as I do, Callum, I'm not a bad person. You made me something I'm not. Every day I was tormented doing those things. My entire goal was justice. I just wanted to stop Barrington. But you came along and had to make things complicated!
All for the greater good.
God damn it!
Why? Everything's gotta be this way.
We fooled them good.
Yeah. The question is, was it worth it?
Oh, no, was it?
I'm not sure anymore.
Dad? You came back with the milk. I am the guardian of Belfort. Workers of the world unite!
I'm so bloody hot in this. Oh, and it's me, Detective McMahon. No! Why? I wanted to show you the errors of your ways, mate. You need to turn to the good side and the dark side. You need to hold the blue light, not the red one. You could do so much good. Yet you waste it on evil.
I didn't choose for my life to turn out like this.
Well, choose for how your life will turn out next.
Oh, hey, babe.
Nothing much about you. You're breaking up with me? Because I got beaten up by Darth Vader.
Listen, Luke, you literally just got beat up by a Darth Vader guy, and he wasn't even really Darth Vader.
I don't even know how you found out about this. It's just... It's not like you do any better in a fight against him.
We need to break up. You're a literal dork. I don't want to be seen with you in public, like, ever again.
Are you kidding me?
I'm also a secret agent, part of the New World Order.
Whoa. Secret agent, New World Order. Are you serious?
And I don't want to be with a wimp like you, so we're breaking up.
Look, it's been a long day. Can we just talk about this?
Okay, bye.
She was right. I'm a sexist piece of shit. Communism, what have I been thinking? I should need to try some therapy. And it's time to join McMahon.
Hello? Anyone? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yes. 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 Someone help! Please!
I don't need him. I don't need him. I can live on my own. I am the best.
Hello. Oh, what is that in your hand? Okay. Let's not have some intrusive thoughts, alright? Let's think about this logically and with a sense of humanity, alright? We do not need violence with that knife.
Why shouldn't I kill you right now?
I have a good reason why you shouldn't kill me, alright? It's gonna be hard for you to understand, but I know the truth about your brother. He wasn't as bad as you thought he was, alright? Turned out he was a really, really good person. At heart. And I have all the evidence right here. So why don't we take a seat and I will show you everything.
I hate to have to treat you the way I do, but I hope that someday you'll come to understand why I did it and what it takes for a person to have to do that, especially towards their little sister. I'm gonna close off this journal now. All I gotta say though is I love you, little sis. And I hope that
One day, you'll be even greater than I am in this world.
Hey, babe. Why are you crying? Oh, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? Ooh.
Can I kill this one?
You're not killing her. No. She's one of our team, okay? You gotta like her. And like I said, yeah, you're of our team, so just let me get on over there and we'll come talk.
Oh, bloody hell, not again. Ron, what has she done to you?
Can I kill this one?
Let me think about it. I say yes.
Ron, it's me. Ron, no. Ron.
You know, it really hurts a girl's heart. Sometimes the best way to do it is just killing people and taking over the whole school.
You're mad.
I'm not mad. I'm perfectly sane. I know what I'm doing. If I was mad, I wouldn't know. It's not that hard.
Ron, please, I know you're still in there. Please. You have to
tell my minion what to do. I'm his boss. Coward bitch. Knows what she wants. This is for Hal. Kill everyone that I've told you.
It's over, Dark Ronald McSwanald. I'm a changed man. My ways of evil are over. I will defend Belfort until the end of time, whether it means killing you or not. Kill! I trusted you. We were
Look,
Denny's buddies.
You're not gonna say anything. We can still be Dennis buddies. As long as you don't say anything. If you say something, I will kill you too. Okay?
Fight. You know, you're just like those girls. You're like Becky. want to be more.
You're better than this.
But I'll spare you because I see heart. And I see drive.
It's over, Darth McSwonald. I have the high ground.
You underestimate my power.
Don't try it. No, I can't kill you. It's just not in my right. You're being manipulated, controlled. This isn't your fault.
No good deed goes unpunished.
It's over! I hate you! I hate you, you little bitch!
Guess what? I don't. Calm down, calm down. I don't hate you. I feel sorry for you.
Why? Why would you?
Because you must be a truly twisted person to do the things you've done. But I'm not here to kill you. I didn't even want to hurt you. But this ends. Because I want to be the bigger person here.
My eyes. Fucking eyes. I had to do it. Do you know why? I liked doing it. I liked killing people. I liked doing all the things I did.
That's the difference between me and you. See, when I was angry, when I did bad things, I didn't like doing it. And that's what makes you so twisted. You like doing it. But I'm done doing the bad things I used to do. I don't have any anger anymore.
Why did this have to happen? Why?
Hello, George. If you're seeing this, I've probably been dead for a little while now. And all I'd like to say is, go fuck yourself. Because you see, everything that you've ever done is absolutely useless against us. Face it, you're never gonna win this. You could be the last person on Earth who even supports your own side. You never know. Even then, we know where you are. Killing me won't do anything for you. Won't do anything for anybody. You might as well be dead already. You've officially lost.
know you're in a way.
If you were ever to unhypnotize a zombie, they will die again. They cannot live on their own, as they are abominations. They are dependent on the hypnosis to stay alive. To free the mind of a hypnotized zombie is to give it to death.
So Bridgeport, you've been up here the whole time? You've been up here? Tell me when he attacked me.
Mr. Barrington, what happened to you?
I pushed him off a cliff when he attacked me.
Of course you did.
He's lost everything now. He's lost control of the town. It's over for him.
He's weak, he's feeble, and he's almost
He's
dead.
over. Does not need to die.
But there's only one thing left to take away.
There's nothing left to take away. He has nothing. You kill him, you let him win.
There is no winning here, sir.
There's no, you cannot kill him. You cannot kill him. It's not worth it. It's what you did to the town.
me?
No!
Good day, Mr. Barrington. Good night. Oh, good fun, good fun.
Millie O'Ryan is dead. Everyone must die.
Ron, this isn't you.
Ron is dead. Now you must die.
Ron. Nobody's truly dead until their heart stops beating. Ron, remember when I told you about my wife? About the complicated things that came with it?
Memories I do not have. I am an agent of Millie. An agent of the revolution.
I told you things got complicated between me and her. That we were in a really tough patch. It only took me 14 years to realize that. Things were gonna get better. I guess I just lost the bit of hope. Just for one split second. And that's how I lost her. I realized the truth is that deep down she always trusted me. And she always loved me for who I am. And I know you did too. After she died, you were the only one that has ever given me the strongest connection I had with her. And I know that's not gone yet.
That connection is over.
No, Ron. No. We're always connected with the people we care about the most. Even after death. I can still feel my connection with my wife. With this necklace she gave me. And I'm still connected with you, Ron. Even if it's not you controlling that body. I know you and I see you. And you're hurting. You're scared and you don't know what to do. But you're still in there.
I know exactly what I must do. I must kill.
Remember everything that we've been through. Remember when we were stuck in North Korea?
No.
Remember when we stole Luke Grandflyer's bloody car?
Stop.
Remember when you would always jump scare me? You were always the little prankster.
No.
Remember the bloody van case?
Ah!
Remember all the adventures that we went together on?
Ah!
Remember when you were the greatest friend that I could ever ask for?
Ah! Vic man, I remember you. Thank you.
McMahon, we won.
Yeah, we won.
I'm Pat Grizzly, and this is the Belfort Times, where the facts never die. It has been 3 months since the end of the terrorist reign over Belfort. They saved the town! Tracy, I was right, I told you! They saved it! After Tracy LaFontaine was revealed to be Millie's tool for the mass hypnosis, she fled to Canada like a fucking disgrace! Since then, Belfort Action News has disappeared because it was a hack network. Many other things have happened in the last 3 months. Among the first details we learned was that Millie O'Ryan is dead. Murdered by Stephanie Morrison after finding out that her brother Howard was a hero. Rest in peace, Howard Morrison. you were the hero all along we never knew we needed. Both were then blown up by the secret agent after Ronald McSwanald murdered Stephanie. By the way, the secret agent was actually just Luke Groundflyer's girlfriend. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what's going on, but I'm gonna receive a note I'm gonna read out. So to clarify, this guy was killed by this girl who was working with the guy's sister, and they later were working with this guy who blew up this guy, but the girl was actually working for this guy who killed this guy and this guy too, and this guy's wife, so he was killed by this guy, and then this guy we mentioned earlier redeemed himself by fighting this guy who killed this guy, and then this girl, after she killed the guy who killed the original guy, after the original guy was revealed to be a good guy, who was trying to defeat the good guy, and then killed by this guy and this guy who killed this guy, and was also cloning people for some reason, and also the original murderer killed his girl who was niece of that guy because she was being blamed by that guy as the guy who killed this guy, and this was all because these guys wanted to stop this guy, so they used all these guys to inspire a revolution, but then these guys came along and decided to become terrorists, so a bunch of people died, and it's pretty much everybody's fault. Like, what the fuck? What are we, like, what is this? Also, this guy ate this guy after this guy killed him, what the fuck? Since Mayor Mark has been missing, Robert Downey Jr. himself has become the mayor of Belfort. He gave Luke Groundflyer a pardon for his courage against Darth McSwanald, but Luke had other plans.
So that's my confession. I bombed a building, killing Ricky James, and I committed terrorism. And I'm sorry.
Well, we know that, Mr. Groundflyer. You've been pardoned for your crimes by changing sides in the end.
I know that, sir, but even still, I feel the need to go to prison and make up for my misdeeds. I truly am sorry.
Well, that's a very honorable thing for you to do. Wrong way.
Meanwhile, Sir Callum Bridgeport was arrested for his homicide of George Barrington and for starting a terrorist organization that didn't really work out.
What are you doing? Why are you arresting me? I defeated George Barrington!
Yeah, and you also...
I saved the world!
You also started terrorism.
You can't do this to me! You know who I am!
You're a defenseless person.
You know who I am!
You're a terrorist is what you are.
You know who my father is!
And since then, Belfort has been calm. It's been a wild journey this past year, and I want to thank all of you for tuning into the Belfort Times every day and helping each other get through this. I'm Pat Grizzly, and this is the Belfort Times, where the facts never die!
Oh, bloody hell! Did I drink Flake? Are you alright? Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
Detective McMahon, Jeffrey, it has been too long. What has it been, like a few weeks? But it's felt like forever.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm okay. I'm just so glad to see you. I know. Used to be the angry dude. Now it's weird to see me all happy and jovial even after freaking hurting my foot a little bit, but stuff happens. Times change, and after everything that happened, I'm just trying to turn my life around. I used to be so mad for so long, and it feels like for the first time in forever, I'm finally happy again.
Well, I must say, I'm surprised. It's good to hear that you're in a better place now.
I'm in a better place, and I couldn't have done that without you. Without you. Thank you.
Gotta say, I'm quite amazed. You, as crazy it is to say, you may be one of the best detectives out there.
I appreciate that. It means a lot to me, but I couldn't have done it without you. When I didn't believe in myself, when I didn't believe in you, when you didn't believe in yourself. You still believed in me. And even though we had our rough patches, really rough patches, and you didn't give up on me. So thank you. And I have something to tell you. The new mayor of Belfort, Robert Downey Jr., you know, Iron Man, he made me his lead detective for the Belfort PD. Well, I guess my mentor, Mr. Smithens, was wrong.
That old bastard was wrong about you. You are a way more better detective than that old wanker can ever be.
So what's next for you, Detective Jeffrey McVan? I mean, now you're world famous, solved the case of Belfort, solved the biggest murder mystery in the history of the world. So, you gonna stay in Belfort? You gonna team up with me and Robert Downey Jr.? Or what are you gonna do? I mean, you can do anything.
I don't know.
Jeffrey, I'm sorry. Sorry for what I said. I'm sorry for leaving. I think we're both in low places. And instead of coming together and working through it, we pushed each other apart. And the truth is, you've always been so honest with me. You've always been the most truthful and loyal person that I've ever met. I just got scared of losing you. Jeffrey, you are the best thing that's ever happened in my life. You're kind, compassionate, strong, and funny. You remind me of the doctor. Every night, you'd come home and we would sit down and watch Doctor Who together. And I hold those moments so close to my heart. Because when I see the doctor, I see you. So full of hope and brightness. You find joy and fun in the pit of mysteries. And you always win in the end, with kindness and heart. You achieve anything you put your mind to, and you've proven that time and time again. And that is one of the million reasons why I love you so much. I love you so much, and I still need you. I can't lose you. Don't even know why I'm sitting here, writing you this letter. You deserve this in person. Yes you do. I'm coming home, clever boy. I'm coming home. I love you.
Jeffrey McMahon, we have a case for you back in Scotland. Are you ready to go home?
Aye.
I heard you on the wireless back in 52, lying awake intent to tune